the new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with a projectile. Below heavy hits. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Trips him up. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. Knockdown. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Had the radar up and running. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner. Oh, bird KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Full S perfect parry. Throw connects and does big damage. Both fighters are low on drive. What do they use? There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Gets out of burnout activates. Going in. Barely KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Jumps in. Player one needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Player two has got to work some magic. Solid anti-air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Both are ready to drive rush. Lightning kicks. Too far for the throw. All in with a rush. Close range projectile. Drops them. They're in range. We're going to see a jump. All the throw connects. Both top good overdrive potential there to call them out. Can this drive bring them back? There's a flatline zone. Player two comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Changes things up with an overhead. Had the radar up and running. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going? Goes for the fireball. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Backs them into the corner. Oh! The low kick connects. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Sticks the combo. KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Just out of range for that throw. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Reacts to the throw. Hazanshi blew him off with the overhead. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Scrapping it out up close. Blocks the overhead. Hits him with a stop and bop. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Shows the medium kick, experiencing burnout. Burnout activates. Oh, rough tap to close it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Checks with a medium kick. Throws a fireball. Both fighters are raring to go. Connects with the throw. Hits him with a stop and bop. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Throws him. Big throws. Ooh, does him dirty. Oh, here we go. They're all in with the rush. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super. Player 2 comes away with the win.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Takes the chance to hurt him. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Stops the attack by using a drive there. Gets the jump in. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Quick dash it. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Shows a medium kick. There's a change of sides. Player 1 will look. Going in. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 holding on to that KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Kazanshi threw him off with the overhead. Quick dash. Gets carried to the corner. Ooh, you never know what that throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Gets it the perfect fireball range. And eats it. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Oh, putting the cherry on top! They're gonna teach you a lesson here. To play with fire, you're gonna get burned! Make smart use of the gauge. Good super! What are they gonna... Oh, block win! I can't hold it! Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Opens with the fireball. All the throw connects. Serenity Stream. Checks with a medium kick. Checks him with a projectile. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Bops him with a target combo. Strings it all together. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. brushes off the impact. Checks him with a projectile. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the jump in. The attack is there. Hits them with a stopping block. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the cage for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be... Oh no, they're stunned. Rattles them with a spinning. Looking to impress with this super. Hits the Sotenranka. She's gonna give them a rabid beatdown for some serious damage. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Life lead is there. There's the counter we wanted. What now? Overhead. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Eventually on the fireball. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Long-range fireball to break the silence. G-right kick for a mix-up. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Goes for an overhead. Overhead. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. From up above, are we going to see some fireworks here? That drive impact doesn't get through. Projectile to try and change the situation. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Goes for the jump in. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Goes air to air and takes their turn. All the throw connects. Player 2 sets up with the jump in. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that pace. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? All in with a rush. Ooh, what a smart throw. Overhead. There's a burnout. Crashes out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only going to wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Takes no hesitation or regret. Hits them with that NSFW. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. It is over. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Yo, 始めようぜ。
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets a chance with that jump in. The combo's there. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 with a sliver of drive gauge. They may be in for a tough time. Taking stock. They block the overhead, and this is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Knockdown. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 chases them down. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. opts to create space to start. Are we going to see some fireworks? Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Took him to the corner in a flash. Tries to keep the pressure on, plus out the parry. Big throws. A quick breathe, they timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Zones with the fireball. Gets scooped from down low. Medium kick hit. Spinning bird kick. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. In there! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Hit them with a 1-2-3. And whip! They're wide open. Player 1 can't use block super to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Confirm the reservation for the Psycho Chamber. Matching all the moves of Stain and punching back. Okay, here we go. Presses for a react, all in with a rush. A jump, solid anti-air. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the turns out. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks with a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Keeping them away. Grabs them. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Shoots off of the duck out from downtown to check their approach. All right. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, snipes them out the air. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of accounting. Doesn't miss a beat. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Drive rush to keep it going. Big throw. Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Both fighters have OV Psycho Uppercut puts them on the ropes. Scrapping it out up close. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Zones with the fireball. A jump. Good job escaping that clutch anti-air. And it flinks it. Medium kick into. In there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Throws a fireball. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Barely blocks, sets up with the jump in. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Player 1 all in with the rush. Player 1 is a super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. He spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Super! That's what we want to see. Excellent block. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge because this is gonna hurt. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Oh, they switch sides. They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Go big time to end it. Never ever miss a chance to show off the fancy stuff. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chance. Connects with the throw. There's an overdrive art. Throws them to negate the block. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Blocks the jump in. Grabs them. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases him down. Sticks the combo. Taking stock. Down to the wire. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Breaks the block with a throw. Will this super art connect? Who will cap? Just goes for it at this range. Gets the jump in. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
Round two.
Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Battles them with a spinning bird kick. Goes for the jump in. Big opportunity coming. Big throws. What'll happen here? Full SA meters on deck. They're going for the super art. Player experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. Well, listen, when you're...
Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Whiffs the grab. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they hit each other on the edge? Knockdown. Checks him with the projectile. The super armor does its job. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. The pressure is so intense here. And the throw ends the round. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The attack is paid. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one is going to have a hard time managing. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? Player one will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks the jump in. Ooh, the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Truly.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Backs them into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Reads them. Knockdown. Nails the anti-air. Checks them with a projectile. Life lead opens up. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Double lariat, and now player two has the life lead. Can they use it? Burnout activates. A quick breather, target locked, and scoop. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Hazanshi, threw him off with the overhead. Dashes forward. Life lead is there, but still anyone links it. The overhead cannot. Medium kick. What are they gonna do? Pokes with a kick. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. opts to create space to start. Blocks the low kick. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Took him to the corner in a flash. The throw is denied. Player 1 with a slight lead. All in with a rush. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Reads the jump in perfectly. Quick medium poke. Sets up with the jump in. There's a burnout. Explosive move like this is why you play Zangief. Buckle in. We're going for a ride. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Oh, drive rock. And eats it. They think this time to bust this out. It is over. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been...
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Overdrive. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. The low heavy hit. No heavy. All right, what's coming up next? Shoots off a fireball up close. Overhead. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Reaches out, sends a bar on the Kikosho. A quick breather. Burnout activates. Each hit is so important here. Okay, creating some space here. This may be it. Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Player 2 has depleted their drive. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Closes the gap. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Quick dashing. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Burnout activates. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Dashes forward. G-right kick for a mix-up. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the jump in. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Their spacing is so on point. Connects with the throw. Scuff him. Quick dash. What's next? Click overdrive cancel there to call them out. Wind burns out. Fades out the low kick. The low's blocked. The jump in is the not overhead attack. Ooh, what a smart throw. A real test of nerve drops them from the air. What a statement with that fireball. What? What a sick punish counter. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sure you can? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Very solid corner switch. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throws them. What's next? tech. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. Checks with a medium kick. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2, smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. What's the next move? Backs away. Not about that BFF hits him with a stopping block. Extra spicy Shoyu connects. Player 2 holding on to that. It's a good spot to use the super. No question whether this super art is going to kill him. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 took no... They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Goes for the throw. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Sticks the combo. Gets the knockdown, and now... This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Next hit will end the round. All right, what's coming up next? Somehow pushes back all the way to center square, going for the KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shoots off a fireball up close. Serenity Stream rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Rising uppercut. Springs forward with the drive rush. How will they manage their drive gauges? A trade, but they're not worried. Looking for a chance. Hits them with a stopping block. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're going for the super art? Are we going to see a comeback? Ooh, in there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is gonna hurt. It goes all in with the uppercut. Impact squat. Jump. Ooh, does them dirty. Can they convert off the Tenku kick? What now? Player 2 drive rush. Wall flat into the guard break. Lightning kick. Oh, here we go. All in with the rush! The low block! Setting it all on the drive rush! Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Getting up close and personal. Uses their drive gauge. Checks with a sandbox. Links it. It is over! Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for the drive rush there. Player 1 chases them down. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're being absolutely relentless with KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Got their eye on the air. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Shows a medium kick. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. From low heavy to smart play with the, ooh, what a smart play. Wrapping it out, up, burnout activates. Both fighters are up, ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Sandblast, oh, block twist. Raw super hard incoming. Hitting it, oh, KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Shows a medium kick. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Immediate leg sink. Perfect flash knock. Goes forward run. Fires a blast. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Stance change. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Low heavy, but no go. Throws that off. Player 1 is in burnout state. A berry turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. No big. This time to bust this out. Player burns out. In with the crossing. They are done. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Trips them up. Hits with the overhead. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Hit them with the fire! Life lead opens up. Shoots off a fireball up close. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Closing, burnout activates. Their spacing is so on point right now. But KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. Connects with medium kick. They block the overhead, and knockdown, and player 1 has a slight life lead. Jumps. A quick breather. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Can this drive bring them back? Solid anti-air. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. This is the time to seize the overhead coming. Ooh, what a smart throw. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Betting it all on the it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Caught in the crossover. A nice chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Just to hold your breath. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Player one will burnout activates. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Taking stock. Player one has completed their drive gauge, but they are experienced KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Does a good job of pushing back. Shoots off a fireball up close. Dashes forward. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player one holds it. Nice counter. Both fighters springs forward with the drive rush. Demon Raid? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Sakuhado. Overdrive art. Jump. This unleashes some big damage. Fights out of the corner. Back turning it right up with a super. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Puts them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. Goes for an overhead. Big counter. Goes for the super arm. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The jump in gets him. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Akuma going in. Sticks the jump in. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Knocked them out of the air. Slick overdrive tension there to call them out. Looking for a chance. Anti-air in the clutch. Noticeable life lead is a comeback steal. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Sees the overhead coming. All in with a rush. SBK hit. Close range for great kick. Going in. Links it. Fireball getting it all on the drive rush. Solid anti-air. A real test of nerves here. Even the slightest spark kisses the fireball. That was catches 10-10.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the throw. Player one has the life lead. Starts off zoning with fireballs. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. No more drive gauge. Dashes up. Experiencing burnout. Blocks it. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Got their eye on the air. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Superb reactions on display. Sneaks in above. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tensho. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in solid anti-air. Jumps. All in with a rush. Combo. Links it. Closing moments of the match. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Oh boy. Both running denies the jump in attempts. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this round. Demon Rain time! The jump in is denied. Dash! Here comes the corner pressure. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Sets up with the jump in. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Oh my god, they just choked it up! A real test of nerve here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Ooh, does them dirty. Player 2 can't use any drive-through. Overhead. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like the Hazatsu. Looks to drop him to earth. Grabs him. Left off a projectile to waste time. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Weird that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Parries the attack and... Okay, they trade hits. The jump-in is denied. Holds out with the block. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Somehow quick springs forward with the drive rush. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Checks them with the projectile. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They break things off to take a quick breather. Demon Raid? Going in? Can't tech the throw? Drive runs to keep it going. What'll happen here? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Knockdown and smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tensho. Player 2 will look to apply walls flat into the guard break. Opts for the critical art. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? That was the highest if I've ever seen. Player 2 brings it home.
Another fight is coming your way.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. Life lead opens up. The drink levels are 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Springs forward with the drive rush. A parry? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner kick. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. KO! Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Medium kick. Caught in the crossover. Spinning bird kick. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Going in. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Experiencing burnout. Player in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. The last round. It's not drives, in fact misses. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that anticipated that throw. Player all in with the rush. Jump drops them from the air. Jump change of plans. What are they gonna do? Back dashes for space. Links it. There's the burnout. Player turning it right up with a super. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Zones with the fireball. Throws them to negate the block. Surprises them with a drive rush. All right. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner squeeze. Player 2 has the life lead. Taking stock. Got their eye on the air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Brushes off the impact. Decides to meet them in the air. Boxing KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Combo with the target combo. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Medium kick hits. Okay, they trade hits. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Grabs and throws them away. Genius read. Springs forward with the drive rush. Spinning bird kick. Connects with medium kick. A parry? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. What'll happen here? Player 1 has a big, the low kick hit. Drops them from the air. They got a big down, burns out. Player 1 flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Back dash to start. Sees the overhead coming. Oh my god, what a throw tech. Medium kick hit. Links it. Last drive rush to keep it going. Ooh, what a smart throw. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Drive rush. All in with a rush. A quick breather. With Duke drops them from the air. Shoots them and takes a swing. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Their drive gauges are looking to forward rush. Player 2 burns out. Change of plans. Back into the corner. Oh, yo, rock super here. Excellent read. Oh man, this is a scary range. Super art to show up what a PhD and fighter can do for you. Super out of nowhere. The big break of the competitor is unreal. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Pulls off the perfect parry. Now they'll have a chance to jump on the opponent. The impact gets blocked. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Shows the overhead. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Solid blocking. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive, brushes that off and keeps going. Serenity Stream, knockdown, and Player 2 will look, just goes for it at this range. Player 2, they're going for the super art. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Taking no prisoners. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Starts with a jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Well-timed corner switch. Medium kick here. KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Nails the anti-air. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Going in? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They can't squander this punish counter chance. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Just goes for it at this range. Life lead is there, but still anyone closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Throws a fireball. Overhead, but it won't work. Sees the overhead coming. Pumps nothing but air. Ooh, does them dirty. What are they gonna do? Crowns them from above. No, this'll break them. Oh, here we go. But nothing stops this train. Any throw will whiff at that range. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. Are you kidding me? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. Player 1 has the life lead. The drive parry was successful. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge.